Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed News decides that now is a good time to go on strike when they're in danger of losing their jobs completely.
Right, yeah.
You're going to make it so much easier for your parent company to just cut you all loose.
So let me get this straight. They already said that they're going to cut them loose anyway. They're not going to focus on the news anymore. They already said this, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Right. They're going to say they're going to downsize the news.
Yes.
So their answer is we're going to go on strike and make more demands.
Yes.
If we work in the newsroom.
Yes. That's not usually how this works.
That's not how any of this works.
That's not how any of this works. You guys are already expendable. You're already disposable. Their editors have left. They've taken buyouts. And now they're going to make demands of BuzzFeed for better working conditions, better pay.
No, what they want is that we want a new contract with a cash out clause.
A better out clause. Yeah,
right.
Because they know they're done.
They're toast either way.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. This is definitely the end of the line for BuzzFeed News, I think.
They weren't going to cut them before. They sure as hell are now.
Yeah, and I think this is exactly what's going to happen to, Gizmodo and, what was left of Gawker, Kotaku, all these other media outlets. I think the venture capital firm that bought them, that's bankrolling them, is going to probably downsize or cut them loose, relocate to get rid of them. We saw that with the AV Club. And this is how so many of these activists turned journalists are going to wind up unemployed because they've spent the last 5 or 6 years taking a paycheck that's being bankrolled by venture capital, and they're going to complain about that too.
They have no problem taking the money.
Yeah, but now they're going to complain about the venture capitalists. It's like the only reason you guys had jobs to begin with was because of venture capital.
You know who they don't like in this picture, clearly?
Who?
These two women, because they made them hold up the signs. Look, there's her hand. Hold it up. And there's,
Oh my God, Tasty.
We're bracing it against, where Tasty is located right here. This is Tasty and this is OMG. Look, there's an arrow telling you so.
OMG, she's Tasty. All right. So, they might have to get into that industry. They've already gotten into the sex toy market, I guess. So they could just rebrand their sex toys as OMG Tasty. BuzzFeed's OMG Tasty BuzzFeed.
I was going to say, we put the buzz.
Anyway, let's talk about this. Everything's fucked anyway, right? So we're going to talk about BuzzFeed being completely fucked. All right.
You just wanted to say.
I did. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Finally, over 262,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciated. We've been following the decline of digital media for the last couple of years. And what is basically going on is the venture capital is running out, and a lot of these media outlets are selling off their assets, which leaves a lot of these journalists with their asses hanging out. They've spent years attacking people with their hot takes, and surprise, surprise, you're going to find out that you're probably unemployable.
Well, they're unemployable, but there's lots of jobs available. That's not in the fields they want them to be. They want this warm seat that they can go in and with their megaphone and.
Right. And this is coming from a guy who I started my career, working as a journalist. I worked, in the newsroom.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
You just make shit up.
I just make shit up. Yeah. I worked in a newsroom. I was an editor. I was a managing editor.
You were a managing editor for a couple different publications. Yeah. It's how I started out. And I was burnt out by the time I was 30. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was just completely cooked. It's hard work. I'm not going to lie. It's hard work. That being said, doing actual news, I think, is a little bit harder than whatever these digital journalists are doing these days, No, but they've won awards.
Okay.
But then, how do they find their journalists? I mean, did they just move people who are doing up the quizzes and say, hey, you're a journalist now?
Tumblr, Medium.
5 ways to tell if you're a journalist and 5 ways to show that you are not.
Yeah, oh God. So BuzzFeed, we know they're in a bad place right now. They went public to try to save their asses last fall.
That was dumb. That actually was opposite of saving their ass.
Yeah, it was, we talk about help and anti-help and marketing and anti-marketing. This was anti-ass saving.
But if they didn't have to do that. They'd be in a better position now had they not.
Yeah, they would be, because now they just look dumb. And now what's going on is other venture capital, outfits, organizations are looking at digital media sites and they're like, they're not worth it.
No.
They're not worth it.
So
BuzzFeed
it hurt
fell on its
other
face.
people.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when they knew they weren't getting what the valuations they thought they should be getting were, they should have been like, you know what, we're going to pull back and rethink this and try again after we correct the issues. And I think people would have respected them more for that. You're going to look stupid either way. At least that way you had a chance to recover.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. This is coming from the New York Post, who loves to see it, probably, because BuzzFeed is a competitor. BuzzFeed News Union votes to strike as job cuts loom.
I just don't get this. Okay.
Well, you said it. They want to make sure that they have a better deal, because they're probably going to be
You're
offered
not
a
in
buyout.
a position, if these are the jobs that are being cut, if they're not the jobs being cut, that's something completely different. But if they're the jobs being cut, you're not really in a position to demand much of anything.
No, be lucky you have a job at all. I mean, that's kind of the same with the Gizmodo Kotaku situation. Like, they have a temporary agreement. They stopped work on Kotaku, but the company has to be looking at this like, we're losing money. And BuzzFeed, they're losing $10 million a year on journalism, and they have to be looking at this over at Gawker or Gizmodo, whatever the hell it's called now, Geo Media, and looking at Kotaku and like, they stopped writing for 3 days and it had zero impact on our operations. We saved money paying them.
Well, let's look here. So the union representing the journalists, so it is, in BuzzFeed's news, have overwhelmingly voted to strike just days after 3 of the site's top editors resigned with buyouts.
With buyouts and layoffs likely at the money-losing operation. Yeah.
So we're never gonna get shit canned anyway, so let's strike.
Let's ask for as much as we can.
So
yeah.
Let's move our getting gone up faster.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have, if you already weren't targeted to be terminated, you absolutely positively are in the crosshairs right now.
And you're not going to be able to argue that they just fired you out of retribution because they were already going to do it anyway.
Yeah, they're just trying to get a better buyout, right? Today, our unit came together and voted overwhelmingly to authorize a strike, read a Twitter post by the BuzzFeed News Union. The tweet continued, 90% of the unit participated in the strike vote, with 91% voting to authorize the bargaining team to call a strike. The union said the planned labor stoppage was called due to the lack of a fair, comprehensive contract that guaranteed reasonable benefits, wages, and protections.
Shit, our other contract doesn't make sure that we don't get canned. Hurry, go do a strike and demand a new one.
That's not how this works.
No.
That's not how this works. When you agree to a contract, you need to be forward thinking and be like, okay, if this happens, if you already know it's going to happen, it's just like, you can't get very good health insurance if you've already been diagnosed with terminal cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are already, you needed to have the insurance.
Right, but they're trying to get this protections now.
Right.
Yeah, and then you said about here, they said bad faith bargaining over the course of 2+ years of negotiations. Well, it's a little late now.
Yep. The union said it will not stand by as another venture capital vulture. That's venture capital vulture. The venture capital vultures have been propping you guys up for years.
Right. I think they're more like the vultures.
Yep. Tries to pick apart a crucial newsroom like many have done with local papers across the country.
Here's the kicker, though. You don't own BuzzFeed.
You don't own
it. So if they want to go to venture capitalist vultures, and they're the ones that are giving you money to work there, you don't get to have a say in this. Like, any company anywhere, if it gets sold, it gets sold, and sometimes you get to keep your job, and sometimes you're redundancy, and they, consolidate positions. That's just the way it works.
BuzzFeed investors own BuzzFeed now. And guess who's a BuzzFeed investor?
We are.
Yes. Guess who bought a lot of shares real cheap? Yeah. So as your boss, BuzzFeed journalist, I say, get your asses back to work, or we're going to vote to kick your ass to the
I don't
curb.
think we have that much power.
No, I don't have that
But,
many shares.
if you didn't want people to do this, then you shouldn't have gone public. What did you say?
I said, no, I don't have that many shares.
No.
I have
We have a lot, but not that many.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Well, yeah.
It was cheap.
And if they're getting rid of the dead weight, it's probably it's possible
gonna go up.
it'll go up.
It actually
It might
has
even
gone.
hit $10.
It might. I actually scooped it up at under $4 a share, and it's already up to like $6.75 or something.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You should have told me so I could grab some of mine too.
Yeah, I thought I told you to buy some BuzzFeed.
No, you didn't. But that's okay. You did, and what's yours is mine anyway. So
There
it's all
you go.
good.
There you go.
That's how marriage works.
So as your boss, BuzzFeed journalists, get your ass back to work, or we're going to get rid of you.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you're kind of cutting off your nose to spite your face, right? A couple reasons. One, if you're going to be gone anyway, at least you had that time to go find something else. And you could have jumped, early and stuck it to them that way and been like, haha, new job. I'm out before I'm supposed to be. You could have done, there's many different things you could have done. Now you're just putting a target on you. You're not going to write. They're going to get rid of you all. And then that little cushion you did have, you completely got rid of by your demands, which are kind of ridiculous at this point in time.
Yeah, you're not helping your case any here, BuzzFeed. They said they want to protect the future of our work, and the news industry at large. Oh, how noble.
How is this going to protect the news industry at large? Is it going to stop the buyouts? No.
I mean, look, it's unfortunate. Like I said, I started out in news and I saw corporations buy up local newspapers, gut them, destroy them. But the flip side of that is people weren't reading the newspapers anymore.
And here's the thing, too. It's not just these vulture venture capitalists that's the problem. A lot of papers, people aren't buying them because they get the news online.
Yeah.
And they are being held up by local advertisers that if the local advertisers don't feel like they're getting their money's worth, they're not going to support them either. And you can actually put more of the blame on those things than you're going to venture capitalists.
Yeah. Calling yourselves a crucial newsroom, though. That's
for the BuzzFeed?
For BuzzFeed, a crucial newsroom. You won one award. And it's completely gone to your heads.
You know what else is crucial? Chocolate, because I said so.
Okay. It means we're ready to strike if needed. We don't want to strike, but we will if it comes down.
What else are you going to do?
The future of BuzzFeed News could be in doubt as reports surfaced last week indicating that at least some of the company's investors are pushing to shut down the division entirely in order to boost profitability.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know right there. If it's that bad and they're hemorrhaging money that much, it means it's not a successful division.
$10 million. $10 million a year they're losing. So you're not worth it. You're a liability. You're not crucial. You're bleeding money. You're bleeding money, and the investors want you gone. And it's not just venture capital firms. It's people like myself who bought stock in your shitty company.
Journalists working for the site have been told that more job cuts are in the offing, and fewer than 30 journalists in the 100-person newsroom have already been offered buyouts. So they're mad because they haven't gotten a buyout yet.
Maybe you're not worth offering a buyout.
Or maybe they were planning on keeping you.
Maybe they were. Maybe you were.
And now you just ruined that.
You could have become the new editor of BuzzFeed News. OMG tasty.
The reporters who are offered exit packages cover investigations, inequality, politics, and science. All the things people really are interested in now.
That's right.
Many of them have worked for BuzzFeed for more than a year.
A whole year? A whole year? Oh my God, that's horrible.
The hot political topics that everybody's tired of your bullshit. But you worked there for a year.
A whole year? Oh my God, I am so sorry. That's like the end of your entire career. Hey, here's a news flash for you. I've worked at publications where people had been there for decades and they got gone. Mm-hmm. They had a little more of a right to complain, I think, than you who just got hired right out of college.
I thought you were going to say they had a little more, journalism experience and right to call themselves journalists, but
they've been there a whole year and they want to go on strike.
Year.
Look at this. These are kids. This looks like a high school paper.
God, that looks like my the son's college class.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Well, that explains everything.
Oh my God. The network quoted a shareholder as saying that closing down the news operation could boost the company's market cap by up to $300 million. That was me. No,
but I mean, wait. So they're losing $10 million, but by getting rid of it, it's going to boost them $300 million.
You guys are some dead fucking
screwed.
weight. Yeah, you're just like dead weight. Well, no, they're probably looking at like, okay, we have all this office space and we have to pay Facebook ads and all this other shit to promote our garbage. And
look, I don't like take joy in people losing their jobs. Like it sounds like I do. But this is different. We're talking about people who are just demanding the moon. I worked here a year. I'm demanding this, that, and otherwise because I shouldn't lose my job. And it's like
a whole year.
It's been 2 years they've been doing contract negotiations, but these people have only been there a year. Everybody else looked at it like, oh shit, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Well, they've only been there a year. This explains so much.
God.
So much.
Everybody is hiring. It might not be a journalism job, but everybody is hiring right now. You'll be fine. You can drive Uber or something. You'll be okay. Instacart's hiring.
Well, now they're talking about the Huffington Post. They're not sure how the newsroom would affect Huffington Post because BuzzFeed got that in a
gutted it.
Well, but they get it in like a stock option.
Yeah.
And then those stocks are like worthless now.
Yeah, it's all worthless. All of this digital media for the most part is worthless. It's all a shell game. It's all like, we talked about WeWork. It's the same shit. It's been a game. They've been juggling venture cap for years.
Right. And they just said their fourth quarter earnings showed a 12% drop before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? What's a strike going to accomplish?
They're hoping to, they're probably the employees that have only been there a year that are hoping to get that buyout, and they haven't gotten that buyout.
Well, they're not going to probably get the buyout. No. Usually those are based on seniority, position.
Value. Are you bringing anything to the table?
I'm just like, you were better off to just sit there and try to find something else, and then you stick it to them. Be like, I already have another job. I know I owe you another month, but you're going to get rid of me anyway. So, you figure it out. That would have been your best way to screw you.
So, Preddy, the BuzzFeed CEO, said they migrated away from Facebook, and it was a vital platform for spreading the site's viral content.
It was easy to cheat, too.
It was easy to cheat. So they're not using Facebook. So basically, BuzzFeed was propped up, Facebook ads,
and venture capital,
and now it's all crashing in.
It's propped up by,
whiners.
I was gonna say tasty and sex toys.
Tasty.
That I hear are always up.
That could be a brand. OMG Tasty. It could be like
we're always up.
We're always up.
See, because that's what they're signing up. They're up the.
Are you up at night? Have a snack with OMG Tasty. Mm-hmm. We're always up. Mm-hmm. We're always ready.
I was thinking more of something else, but always up. I was thinking the sex toy end, but that works too.
Yeah, all of our pastries are cream filled and ready for your ingestion.
That's right.
Jen.
Okay, let's wrap this up. I just look,
ingestion.
I don't know where I think this is going to go. But I'm just like, I've never heard of people being like, oh shit, we're probably getting canned because we're getting rid of the division. Quick, let's strike and make more demands.
These have to be kids fresh out of school. Like, you are so naive. Just like Kickstarter. Like, you're so naive.
The good news is, if they get rid of you, then you didn't get fired, you got laid off.
There you go.
You can go to other places. It's no foul against you.
Yeah, take a layoff before a termination. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like, I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.